I'm Larry. This is my brother Daryl, and this is my other brother Daryl.
These men.
Hello and welcome. I'm Mark Morse. Thanks for clicking. As you can tell from the thumbnail and the intro, I am entering a contest for Daryl, the Northern Vinyl Guy. He is celebrating 1 year in the vinyl community. And so he is sponsoring a contest. The prizes are very unusual. You got an option. You can either take the random mystery CDs, or the second option, which I think everybody is probably going to go for, is Daryl will strip down to his jockstrap and take a dive into a snowbank. Okay, I made that up about the jockstrap, but shorts and a t-shirt, and he will do a dive into a snowbank. So when Daryl says he's the Northern Vinyl Guy, he means way north, North Ontario. Let's go into the contest rules. I'll link to the initial video below. Be a subscriber of his channel. So go over, follow the link, subscribe to him if you aren't already. Answer the 9 questions in your own video and post it. And then let him know in the comments that you'd posted your entry. So let's get into the 9 prompts. And the first one is share a song lyric that has a unique, unusual, or strange word in it. And what I'm going with is actually from Simon and Garfunkel's Parsley, Sage, Rosemary, and Thyme. There is a song on here called A Simple Desultory Philippic. Right there. Great song. Absolutely great song. Of course, the unusual word in that is Garfunkel. Garfunkel. The second prompt is show a vinyl record pressing from your collection that is not from the country you live in. I thought I would do this in honor of Daryl's Canadian heritage. This is the Canadian version of With the Beatles. And I got this recently. I'm super excited about it because I just like the cover there. So this is the Canadian version of With the Beatles. The third prompt. If you are from Canada, show an album from a province that borders the one you live in. I'm not from Canada. Or a U.S. state that borders the one you live in. So that's what I'm going with. I live in Iowa, and one of the states I border is Illinois. And that is the home of Cheap Trick, Rockford, Illinois. The band formed in Rockford, Illinois. Cheap Trick, this is their debut album. I actually won this in a contest. Great album. There's a side 1 and a side A. No B material on this. Illinois is also the home state of Emma from 8 Vinyl Low. And she loves Cheap Trick. So, Cheap Trick from Illinois. Show a music item paraphernalia from your collection. I decided to go with, I know this is a little Beatle-centric, but I have this Newsweek 1964 February edition, Bugs About Beatles. And this is the first time the Beatles showed up on an American magazine. My brother got this for me. It's super cool. I don't open it very often because it's kind of fragile, but this is the paraphernalia I decided to show. Show an 80s album. I decided, there's so many great 80s albums, but I just love the way the 1980s started out with Talking Heads' Remain in Light. This is one of my all-time favorite records. one of the two favorite records I have from Talking Heads. The other one, Fear Music, I really like. But I like all the Talking Heads, but those two are my favorites. This, I just loved this when it came out. I couldn't believe how great this was and how interesting it was. It came out in 1980, October. So this is the 80s album I went with. 6. Discuss the struggle or challenge of collecting music. So, I guess the biggest problem for me, and this is where I'm going to mention Daryl's problems. You need to go watch his. You need to go watch his video because his problems are a lot more severe than mine. When I say Northern Ontario, his records are being parachute dropped to him. He's way up there, way up there. I have a similar problem, but not nearly as extreme as Daryl's. I live in a small town in Iowa, and to any real legitimate record stores are like 70, 80 miles away to get to the nearest ones. And so it's kind of a pain. I do live around, there's still Goodwills, and there's an antique store here that has a fairly curated record collection, but it's not the same as going into your local record store and talking to the owner. So that's my biggest issue. And then, like everybody else, the prices are so incredibly high, especially if you have to be ordering these things online. So those are my biggest challenges. Name a Grail sought out album that you would like to get in 2025. I've mentioned this in videos last year and already this year. This year, my plan is, or my hope is, I have just about all the Beatles stuff that you could possibly want, but I do not have Beatles Let It Be Naked on vinyl. So that's what I'm aiming for this year. And it's just so insanely priced wherever you see it. So I'm hoping to get lucky and just stumble across something where people don't know what they have. It's very rare because, it was never re-released and probably never will be. So the Beatles Let It Be Naked is what I'm hoping for. That's the Grail I'm looking for. Show an album that people would be surprised to know you own. So this will probably surprise you because it surprises me that it's in my collection. It is the Pinocchio picture disc. It's a Pinocchio picture disc. The reason I have it is I was buying some records on Norman Masloff's. He does these, they call them Dizzy auctions because Dizzy owns the records. And I bought some records, or won some records on that auction. And then he sent me an extra record. And this was the extra record. Then number 9. Number 9 is he wants us to do a shout out to a favorite non-vinyl community related channel. So I am interested in so many things, and there's so many channels out there that I follow and subscribe to, but I decided for this one, there is a channel, and it's called The Late Late Horror Show. And it does like nightly streams of those old radio programs, lots of mysteries and stuff. They're nice to listen to, just kind of to mellow out the day, finish off the day, and I often fall asleep to them. And I have lots of odd dreams. I'll link to that below too. So the Late Late Horror Show, that completes this contest entry. I'll let you know, Daryl, on your channel that I did complete this. Thanks for watching, everybody. Go check out Daryl's channel, subscribe to him, enter the contest, and it's just a lot of fun. Thank you so much.